So Drake dropped 3 albums. Let's talk about it. This is my unsolicited hot take. I would like to quickly preface by stating that this is not a community on this platform. This is a dictatorship. Okay. If you think you're about to be arguing with me in the comments, we don't do that here. I will literally delete your comment and block it. I am not an influencer from Idaho. I'm from Philly. So before you start writing your paragraphs, make sure I'm not the one nor the two to be dealing with. So Drake.
Hello guys, how are you all doing? We are still on the issue of Drake. For those of you who don't know, Drake released 3 albums. Iceman, Habibti, and the other one, what's the name of the other one? I don't know, I've forgotten. He said, according to the lyrics of the song, he says he dragged DJ Khaled for not lending his voice during the Palestine war and so on. He said a lot of things. So those of you who have listened to his song, me, I'm a lover of Afrobeat. I'm not a lover of hip-hop. But let me just say something here. A lot of people are just being too negative towards this album. While others are saying, oh, the album is nice. Others are saying, oh, the album is not good. The album is trash. He wasted their time. So on and so forth. Anyway, guys, you need to listen to this video. If you're new here, you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop your comments. Please take a look and watch this video.
Drake dropped 3 albums. I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews. I've been seeing a lot of hate on the internet, TikTok, Instagram, grown women, grown men talking about how the albums are trash. And there's a few things that I would like to give my take on. First and foremost, he dropped 3 albums. I'm overstimulated when one of my favorite artists drops 1 album. When Beyonce dropped Renaissance, I listened to it like probably 5 times back to back, right? Before I could make a consensus of my favorite songs and what I thought was the best song and what song I didn't really like and the meanings behind the songs. I had to listen multiple times for 1 album. Drake dropped 3. So how are we making consensus in 5 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours after he dropped 3 projects? Since he dropped those 3 projects, that amount of him dropping being quantity over quality, it's not going to be all hits, no skips, right? We know that there's going to be some songs that we're not a fan of. We know that there's going to be some hits in there. However, he gave us an R&B album, a pop album, and a rap album in one day. Artists aren't doing that anymore. So like, you got to give the man credit where credit is due. And then some people were saying, oh, well, he doesn't write his raps and he doesn't do this. First of all, he wrote the rap on Renaissance for Heated. Do you think Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter is going to have anybody on her album, nonetheless one of her best albums, writing on there? Go to the song, go down to the credits. The first person on that song for Heated is Aubrey Drake Graham. So let's be for real. My next point is that I think that we're losing the plot that our favorite artists that we grew up on, they've made their money. They're not hungry anymore. Meaning that when they were coming out, they were rapping because they were literally in survival mode. This project, this album, it had to hit, or they were going back to wherever they started from. Now, Beyonce, Meg, Drake, they're putting out albums and projects that they like. They're not trying to please the media. They're not trying to even please their demographic. They're putting out projects that they like because they've made their money. You can't tell me somebody like Meg Thee Stallion, when she was Tina Snow back in the day, is rapping how she was rapping now on the new project of My Man, My Man, My Man, My Baby. It's not the same because she's not hungry anymore. She's made her money. She's putting out fun projects that she likes. So same thing for Drake. And I also feel like the hate is a little bit forced. I find it funny how everybody's hating on him because he lost a rap battle to Kendrick Lamar. But y'all are supporting Nicki that's supporting a pedo and married a pedo that's letting that pedo raise her child. It's very selective. So I'm just saying to digest the work and the projects before hopping on the bandwagon that it's trash, and also understanding that you can like Kendrick and Drake at the same time.
Well, you asked and you shall receive. Drake has lost his damn mind. Huh? Marbles all over the floor with no jar to put them in. I pull up to the park this morning. I'm like, you know what? I really need time to listen to this Drake album in its totality because I want to be fair when I judge this, because everybody is saying they think that he is still going to be harboring on his feelings. I open up Apple Music. I see 3 damn albums. 3 out. Wait a minute. What just went on? I look up on Google. I see not only has he released the Iceman album, he got 2 more to go along with it. So now I got to reevaluate my whole game plan. Whole game plan is ruined. I say, wait a minute. 3. What's the significance of 3? Is it Father, Son, Holy Ghost? Is he going Christian? I don't know. So what do? I listen to each album 2 times. All 3 of them I listen to 2 times, okay? Now, When I listen to them, I listen to Iceman first. I listen to Habibi, right? And then I listen to Maid of Honor. Now, when I listen to them, luckily, I listen to them in that order. Because me, how I depict the situation, I'm gonna go with Death, Life, Rebirth. Okay, that's how I depict it. Death was the Iceman, putting all this stuff in the past, how he felt about it, his emotions, wearing them on his sleeve, how he felt about everybody in the industry that did him wrong. Iceman, cool. If we didn't have 3 albums, I would have said that was some sucker junk. We still on this, but at the same time, beef is forever. Even Cardi said it on Love and Hip Hop. So now we get past that. I go to Habibi. Oh my God. Elegant in every way of the word. Huh? True, real deal vibes. Then I get to Maid of Honor and I'm damn near on the sunroof wailing out like it's goddamn Freaknik. Drake. You can't even, bruh, 3 albums in one day. I listened to all 3 of them twice, y'all. I'm done. Shut up if you got Drake name in your mouth. He is literally October's own, a phoenix. Death with Iceman, Rebirth with Habibi, and Life with Maid of Honor. The club's gonna be jumping with the entire... Listen, if you got a club set, just play the whole thing of Maid of Honor in the club. I promise you, you're gonna have an amazing night. Listen to me when I tell you, Drake has just done something that we have never seen before. Now, y'all can say Kendrick Lamar coming out with something. As a fan of Kendrick Lamar, I hope he drops something. But literally, bangers in the club, banger after banger, that Maid of Honor is something different. Iceman, beast mode. I felt him, bruh. Beef is forever. Everybody telling him to stop talking about it. That damn near ended him. Huh? And then he rides like a phoenix with the Habibi. Drake album. Huh? Because you got to put an S on it. Yeah, 3-peat. Phenomenal job. I'm just here to bring y'all the news. I'm just the messenger. I got to go get a smoothie or something. I need some electrolytes.
Drake has dropped 3 new albums, and they're all mid. And unfortunately, 3 mid albums together does not make a classic. 43 tracks, 2.5 hours of music. The first thing that came to mind was, this man is trying to get out of his contract at UMG. That's what it screams to me. Like someone has a album delivery commitment. Okay, great. Here are 3 albums. Get me out of my deal. You can see with the Michael Jackson glove on the cover of his album. That's who he's chasing. I wouldn't be surprised if he has the top 3 spots on the Billboard 200 next week. Does that make him bigger than Michael Jackson? No. Does that make him bigger than, let's say, a DMX or Tupac, the 2 rappers who had 2 #1 albums in the same year? Also no. And also those were physical albums sold, not streaming. But this is the game Drake wants to play. Like in his mind, he can't beat these artists on artistry or on actual quality or on legacy. So he's trying to beat them when it comes to the data and on streaming. But we're in an era where so many people, all they care about are the numbers. And Drake speaks to that generation because that's his mentality as well.
Drake just proved one thing when he dropped his 3 albums in one night. Y'all don't really listen to music. How the hell are people giving full-on reviews top to bottom saying it's trash or saying it's great? It hasn't even been a full 24 hours for you guys to digest all of that, take it all in and have it in rotation. Music reviews under 24 hours never made sense to me. Even live reactions to music, because you might not hear it the same way 3 weeks down the line. And I'm not biased to any artist in particular, maybe J. Cole, that's my guy, but like nobody's actually listening to the music. It has to be in your rotation. You got to listen to it because there's this thing called replay value. The majority of people that listen to music, y'all pick 2-3 songs from whatever album and then y'all add that to y'all playlist and never listen to any of the other songs. Then when it comes on later down the line, y'all like, man, this song a sleeper, bro. Y'all don't listen to albums for real. That's a loss.
Can you niggas on the internet stop saying that people are forcing the hate when it comes to Drake's new album release? Okay, that shit was mid. Nobody's forcing anything. The only thing that's forced is trying to listen to this shit with a straight face, bro. I shit you not. I don't know what the song was saying, but he said, there was a verse I was listening to where he said, my name is Jizzy, something, da-da-da, I got a mic or something. I can't remember the name of the fucking song. I gotta go back and listen again. The only decent song I could say was okay to listen to was Janet Shut the Fuck Up. That song. Apart from that, everything else was just mid, generic. The way he was rapping just felt so AI generated. I'm not even joking. Some of these verses, Iceman was a nice man, whatever the name of that song, whatever it was, I actually fucking laughed uncontrollably when I first heard that shit. You keep changing the beat and that shit still sounds bad. You actually can't make this shit up. There's people mad because people are calling this album and saying, oh, y'all gonna come back. No, we're not coming back. Music for a 24-year-old Atlanta nail tech, bro. This album was a flop. 45 different fucking songs, and I can only say like 3 of the songs out of those albums were like decent. That is just about it. Everything else was just overly mid. I can't believe, I'm really mad because there were people overhyping this. People saying that's gonna blow out all these other things, this, that, the third. And I didn't even hear people bring back Kendrick. I don't know why people keep bringing back Kendrick. I thought that beef was done, but niggas keep bringing that up. Just for this shit to sound ass. This shit is mid, bro. I'm sorry. Like, y'all gotta give it right. It's okay if you like a nigga's music, but y'all gotta stop getting mad and like saying people are forcing it. Nobody's forcing it. Do you hear the lyrics? Like you've got this nigga's dick so far down your fucking throat, you don't even hear the bars anymore. You just okay with him throwing slop at you. This shit sounds like AI. Please, stop. It's buns.
So y'all ain't gonna tell Drake his new album ass. Booty juice. Dumpster juice. If I'm being honest, we could've got a new Future album. And I'm keeping it completely honest. Everybody on this album line about Drake album. He got about 2, 3, maybe 4 good songs on the album. But all the rest of the shit sound exactly the same. Why y'all never get on Drake ass about having the same goddamn flow? Y'all told the baby that he got the same flow. Y'all told Z and L Doe that he got the same flow. Y'all done told everybody but Drake. Y'all must be scared of this nigga or something. You got content creators / influencers doing reaction video to the album. Every song that they play, they jump up and down. Oh my God, Drake, he said. Drake ain't said nothing different in his new album that ain't nobody else said 100 times already. He's saying the same shit over again. Y'all just won't say nothing. At this point, y'all doing this shit for views. Y'all want Drake to post y'all on his goddamn stories, on his page. If the album was fire, I'll tell y'all it was fire. That Drake album is like a 5 or a 6. And I'm just being honest. And don't get me wrong now, the concept leading to the album with all the ice blocks and all that shit was, that shit was fire, 10 out of 10. The Baby last album that he just dropped, way better than Drake album right here. I can guarantee you that. Drake still talking about hitting the same women that everybody already talked about already. Already mentioned his songs already. He ain't talking about nothing different. You know what Kodak Black at? We need an album from his ad right now.
According to some people, Iceman was not that good. It was an overhyped album. But just give it a month. Give it like a month or maybe 2 months or 3 months. You're gonna see those people that said, it was an overhyped album. It was just not good. Hey, I'm not talking about the other 2 albums. I'm talking about Iceman specifically. Y'all are gonna change y'all's minds. Most definitely y'all will.
Guys, you all have listened to what Americans have to say. Americans, we respect your review, your opinion about this album. It's okay. But why should criticism be more than positivity? Millions of Americans came out criticizing this album. It's just that you're not just criticizing the album because the album is not good. You're criticizing because maybe you don't just like this guy. Because someone will take their time, record 46 songs for you guys, lovers of American music. You will still come back, take your time and criticize him. And some of you cannot even sing. Just say, oh, even though you don't like every of his song, but at least some few tracks were nice, they were good. Oh, that shit is not good. Oh, you wasted that. Those comments are really not nice. Guys, please, these people are human beings. You know, this guy has been into the music for years now, for decades. Please, let's just learn to share positivity out there. Someone might be depressed. With your comment, you add depression again on him. You will just want to unalive these people. Please, let's be positive. From today, I want to be positive with my words. I want to tell you guys to learn how to be nice to people. You don't know what people are going through. Not only Drake, because the insult on him is too much. Nobody should insult any person in the comment section. Some people might not agree with your comments, but you don't have to insult them, okay? Alright guys, thank you so much and see you guys on our next video. Bye.